What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to talk about Kaspa. An interesting take. I'm seeing a lot of questions and concerns. More concerns about Kaspa. If you click the month chart, it's only up 6%. A lot of people are starting to question going all in. I even got asked recently, hey John, why didn't you go all into Kaspa? I explained it a few times, but I figured it was best to make a video to explain my point of view. So even though Kaspa is my second largest holding right now, I didn't want to go all in for a few reasons. First off, going all in is risky. I don't care if it's Kaspa, I don't care if it's Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's risky. Obviously, there's safe assets, but you put all your eggs in one basket, that basket somehow gets manipulated or goes down, whatever, you lose your money. I just don't think going all into anything, and by all in I mean like only holding one asset, is really smart. You got to understand too, I came from stocks. I'm naturally risk averse, so that's not a plan I would normally subscribe to anyway. Secondly, it's boring as F to go all in. If you were investing into H-bar a month ago, you were up more than Kaspa. H-bar was up over 60%. Kaspa's up 6%. Hell, even Turbo is up a ton, and Kaspa is not. Now, obviously, I'm not saying these cryptos are better than Kaspa. I'm just saying if you were to think outside the box and invest into more than one crypto, you'd be seeing some gains right now, regardless if you're heavily allocated into Kaspa. I said it before, and I'll say it again. It's very easy to hate a crypto that's in the red. People are starting to question and have concerns, even about Kaspa now, because the price has not moved in quite some time. Even though I am not bearish on it, even though I'm not selling any of it or losing bullishness or conviction, I do feel like a lot of people now have these reverse psychology comments. Hey, John, you still bullish on Kaspa? And I'm like, they're not going to make it. And at one point, or about a year ago, I lost a lot of Discord members because a lot of my picks that are up right now in the green at some point were in the red. And it was at this time as well that Kaspa went from like a penny to like 5 or 7 cents at the time. And the majority of people that left were saying my picks were garbage, and they're like, I'm going all into Kaspa. There's no need for anything else. And you know, I maintained my ground, I maintained my conviction. I said, okay, you do what you feel is best. I'm never here to hate, never here to insult. You know, we're all independent investors. But now I'm starting to see a lot of people realize that maybe I was onto something. Maybe you shouldn't have went all in. And again, this is not FUD. I know some people will mark this video as FUD. It is still my second biggest position for a reason. And the only reason that's number 2 is because my profits for Art Block surpassed it. My Art Block profits are up massively. And that's another example of a crypto that was down for years, got called a piece of shit, literally, and it is my best gainer to date. LCX is up roughly a 10x. PNG is up a consolidated 6x. Arrow is up like a 6 or 7x for me. Turbo's up about a 4x. Say about a 4x. Even Quant is up a pretty decent amount for me. Again, I'm not telling you guys to hold all these crypto. I'm just using them as examples. When you paint them fundamentally and compare them to Kaspa, they're inferior, yes. Kaspa's fair launch. It's a layer 1 block tag, first of its kind. The chart's amazing. The founder is rumored to be Satoshi. Who knows? Everything is good for Kaspa. But what's not good for Kaspa is the marketing sucks. And even though proof of work is a double-edged sword, it's good for us for decentralization. The majority of people that don't want to see proof of work succeed can naturally suppress this. And not only to mention that, the Bitcoin maxis like Da Vinci Jeremy or Michael Saylor, they're going to keep casting it aside, because the more exposure Kaspa gets, the more threat conversations we get of Kaspa versus Bitcoin, the more the Bitcoin maxis are going to fear it, which means they're going to try to control Bitcoin and manipulate Kaspa to push it to the side. This is personally what I think is happening, what I think will happen. Now, I said in my last Kaspa video, I still think tier ones will list Kaspa. I'm just saying, until they do, we're going to see a little suppression in price. I still think worst case scenario, it'll hit over $1. But this goes with saying that you have to be your own investor, right? Because the ones who still are holding Kaspa and holding it with confidence, which a few of my Discord are all in and still very much bullish on it, those are the ones who researched it. They didn't just buy it because I or another YouTuber said it's the best thing since Bitcoin. The ones who are questioning it now and are upset about going all in are the ones who didn't spend more than 10 minutes researching it and went all in because everybody else was doing it. This is why I say you got to be your own investor. I don't just say these things to say it. I literally have been saying and practicing what I've been preaching to you guys for the past 3 years. Again, I got asked even years ago, John, why not go all into Kaspa? It's true, I consolidated many crypto into Kaspa, but I never went all in, and I've always maintained the point of view that I'll never go all in. I even said for Bitcoin, right? If you want to go all in, I said Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Kaspa are the only 3 cryptos I would consider doing so. But even then I wouldn't, because it's risky for one, even though they're most established. It is still risky. I don't care what anyone says. It is boring. It's so boring. If you want, just say, set it, forget it, DCA every single week. By all means, you do you. But I actually like finding gems. I like buying, researching different companies and getting in early to some cryptos, micro caps, small caps, mid caps, whatever. You can't do that if you just chase Bitcoin or just chase Kaspa or just chase Ethereum. So I actually like the fundamental part of researching. So it's boring. And then number 3 is you're leaving so many gains on the table. You got people who are making millions with meme coins. It's crazy. So imagine if you were holding Kaspa for the past month and you see all these meme coins flying. These people are laughing. And this is one of the biggest things I noticed with crypto is the egos in it. People will say, oh, meme coin, that is a piece of garbage. I can't believe you guys are investing into this. Listen, if you 10x, 20x, 50x, 100x your money with a freaking meme coin, and I don't care if it's called trash in you. If you make 100x and someone else is just sitting there on a crypto, no matter how perfect it is on paper, but it's not going anywhere, they can sit there and laugh at you all they want because they made money and you didn't. The logic amongst these investors is like, I'd rather make a 2x, 3x, 4x with Bitcoin than ever make a 10, 20, 50x with a shit coin. Like, it sounds moronic, right? When you hear that, profits are indifferent to the crypto or asset class for that matter. They don't care if they're coming from a meme coin, coming from an Ethereum coin, or a token, or a friggin' stock ETF, or a stock company. Profits is profits. But you have so many people who are emotionally tied, emotionally married to their crypto, where they'll literally leave gains on the table and scoff at people for making money, and in some cases life-changing money, because it's not the crypto that's worthy, the crypto that should be king, the crypto that everybody should be holding. If you don't hold it, you're not a real crypto enthusiast. This is why it's so easy to make money, because people either have enraged egos to where their path is diverted and they have tunnel vision, or they're so emotionally tied to the market that they don't buy in suppression. They buy in the confirmation zone, which is always higher than what they ideally want to get into. These are some points and some things to take in consideration when you're evaluating your own self, your own portfolio, your own path. Because if right now you're not where you want to be yet, so you're not in the green right now, then these are probably some of the mistakes that you are making. You'll never see me hate on somebody for making money off a pick. There's people laughing right now on the MAGA meme coin, I think it is. If Trump wins, I'm not going to invest into this, but if Trump wins the presidency, it's possible this crypto could soar. So imagine if you're holding a certain crypto and it doesn't go up that much, and you're holding this crypto and it runs up massively. So I'm not here to say anyone's pick is stupid. I'm just saying you got to be open-minded. The majority of people who regret the decision right now of going all into Kaspa are the ones who didn't research enough. They wanted to be lazy. They wanted the easy way out. They're like, okay, the research was done for me. Let me just snap my fingers and go all in. And I told you, right? I've seen this in my Discord. Many left. Many members left. What was it, a year ago, a year and a half ago? Because my picks sucked. Back then, anyway. And because Kaspa was all they needed. I understand this video is probably going to get a lot of hate. And frankly, I do not care. Do not care whatsoever. I am going to shoot it to you guys straight, whether you like it or not. I am still bullish on Kaspa. I have never lost conviction in it. It is still my second biggest position. All I'm saying is I hope the ones who are all into it actually believe in it. And I hope the ones who are starting to have concerns are reevaluating their position, their conviction on it. Because, listen, I'll never say you're stupid for consolidating or selling a crypto if you no longer believe in it. Whatever you decide to do with your money is your call. All I'm saying is let this be a reminder yet again of why you have to do your own research. You have to be your own investor. Don't just be a copy paste sheep mirror investor and just do what someone else does. A common critique I get for diversification, which I get a lot of hate on, is Warren Buffett said diversification is for people that don't have conviction in their assets. And my answer always is the same. Warren Buffett calls Bitcoin worthless. That logic does not apply to crypto. He doesn't even understand Bitcoin fundamentally. Yes, he's arguably one of the best investors ever for stocks, but not for crypto. And just because they're two markets does not mean they're the same market, which is why crypto, I think, in my opinion, diversification is wise. And in fact, what I've been doing and why I've been making so many gains as of late. So I disagree completely on that point. I know I'm probably going to get one or two people who bring that up yet again. Completely up to you. It is not my plan, never has been my plan. Now let's end this on a positive note before you guys start trying to crucify me in the comments and say, I can't believe John made this video. Kaspa will have its day. It's going to have its day. I have been still aggressively DCing into it recently. Aside from the picks I recently added, which they're doing pretty damn well, I've still been DCing into Kaspa here and there. Every time I see a dip, I don't hesitate. So just keep that in mind. It will have its day. A tier 1 will eventually list it. The fact that Kaspa is still holding strong at 15 cents right next to its all-time high of 19 cents is definitely something to not bat an eye at. So just keep that in mind. It will have its day. It will take some time, sure. But again, this is why it's very important to be a patient, relaxed, and calm investor. And by the way, if you want to reach out to me, talk to me, see your crypto I'm buying, selling, trading next, be a part of private live streams where I do Q&As every single week. If you want to be part of a support group of like-minded investors who also want to change their life with massive profits, I definitely encourage you guys to join Patreon and Discord. I'll leave a link in the pinned comments down below. It's very stressful, challenging, time-consuming, and tiring to do this yourself. I'm telling you, especially during the times where we're going to get heavily manipulated, where profits can be like this. It's a lot, especially if you're holding a lot of crypto picks. So I definitely recommend you guys to surround yourself, whether it's my group or someone else, to be in that position to change your life, because this bull cycle is going to be massive. And what you do going forward can literally change your life forever. But anyways, now I want to hear from you, and I'm very curious, are you all into Kaspa? And if so, what was your main reason for doing it? Drop your comment down below and let me know. If you enjoy this video, please leave a like. Really helps so much. That being said, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.